Boy, do we have the man in Georgia here with us. He has led Georgia to the mountaintop a few times, and he has one of the most prestigious college football brands and teams in all of the land. Georgia head coach Kirby Smart, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Bailey. Happy to be here.
You just wrapped up spring ball. What did you take away? What can you tell us to give us a little insight looking towards next season?
Excited. We got a lot of young players. Somebody said the other day that we may only have 13 or 14 roster spots next year because we're not graduating anybody. And I was like, well, that's because we're young. So sometimes when you have youth, they get excited, they play, they buy in, they listen more. So I'm excited to see what they can do.
The draft just wrapped up. Michael, Jalen, Malachi, all going in the first round. What was it like to see those guys, their dreams become reality?
Oh, it was awesome. All three of those guys were 3-and-out guys. Two of them started their first game against Oregon 3 years ago. Y'all need to get Jalen out here for a first pitch because I need to see what kind of arm he's got. So the first thing y'all need to do is reach out, get him to come out and throw a first pitch. But they're incredible players, but they're even better people. So
we have to talk about Jalen because I don't think anyone predicted him to fall to the Falcons and it all work out like that. What does it see for him to be able to stay home in Georgia, not only represent the Dogs, but the Falcons now too?
I'm excited. You know, Raheem called me that day, the day of the draft, and I said, I know why you're calling me. I said, you want to find out, you know, what I think on these guys. And I said, you've done a lot of process. Believe what you think is true, and it'll become that. And he didn't think that he would have an opportunity, especially at those two. And he ended up getting an opportunity at Jalen, and they grabbed him.
All right, that's a lot of football talk, right?
That's right.
Let's talk baseball.
I love some baseball.
You're in town, watch the Braves tonight, and your son tomorrow, Andrew.
Yep.
How is it for you being a coach of one of the best team in the country versus watching your son and you're off to the side?
Well, I feel like I have a lot more control over the football side than I do the baseball side for sure. There's nothing worse than having your kid up there on that bump or up there at the plate and somebody's throwing gas. You can't help them, but you know as well as I do the life lessons they learn, the failure, like they got to fail and they got to struggle, and that's the part I like to embrace.
And he was a lot bigger than I thought. He said he was 12 years old. I'm like, goodness gracious. When I was 12, I was 4'10", so.
So was I.
Yeah.
That's the difference. He's about to pass me, and it's not fun.
This is a boys' weekend for you?
Yeah, it's a guys' weekend. I got to get back. My other two twins have prom, so we get to play 2 games tomorrow, go home, then come back for Sunday bracket play and see where we end up.
You know how to travel.
You know the schedule.
Yes, and Braves baseball. You enjoy coming to the Braves. Braves games, Truist Park. Is there anybody on the field that excites you?
Yeah, anytime you get to come to this park, this is an amazing venue because there's so much more than just baseball. I mean, It's an atmosphere. I didn't know a lot of this stuff was here. I didn't know they had the things outside. I didn't know about the chop house. I hadn't been to a lot of these parts of the stadium, but it's an incredible time to bring your family out, go, be part of a community. I mean, you think about the Braves, there's 3 or 4 states that all grab the Braves as their own because they don't have those teams. So it's pretty cool. I've been following this year's team a little bit, but always excited for my favorite. We got to meet Chris Sale. That was cool and fun.
Do you think you could be a manager for an MLB team?
Well, if I had enough talent, I could.
You sit still?
You give me the Dodgers payroll, I'd be a great manager.
That is a great
But
answer.
could you sit still in the dugout?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But you know what? If you have that many games, you better learn to.
That's true.
Because you can't get us excited and get us tense because you got another one tomorrow.
That is so true.
We love to see it. Head coach Kirby Smart for the Georgia Bulldogs. We love that you are joining us. Talk to us when you come to the ballpark. What is your favorite aspect?
The atmosphere, seeing the players warm up. I love getting here early because I want to see the guys, what they do, what their mindset is, and try to carry something over. I like getting to visit with Snit. You know, Snit's been really good to me. He reaches out from time to time. And, you know, we had a couple seasons that mirrored each other in terms of almost there, almost getting there. And, you know, then they went all the way. And I like the way he manages and the things he does. I got a lot of respect for him.
Have you been able to learn anything from Snit from a manager perspective that you apply when you're with Georgia?
Yeah, we talked about injuries. You know, he had a really tough rash of injuries last year, and we went through a lot of the same things. And the psychological disposition of the guy that's got to come in for the hurt guy, a lot of times they need confidence. They need to know you believe in them. And I think he does a great job of that. The locker room does. I've tried to emulate that with our guys. I
know you're close with Nick Saban. He has the headset now on for ESPN. He gives predictions. What's your prediction for this series with the Dodgers?
Well, I'm hoping it's a sweep.
There you go.
What we need it to be.
That's
we got
right.
to catch up.
Hey, one more thing. Favorite Braves memory? Do you have a favorite Braves memory?
Sid Bream, man.
Sid Bream.
I mean, now you got to realize I grew up in South Georgia, TBS. It's all we ever saw. I mean, I have visions all the time of him sliding in home plate and the big win. I just met Andrew Jones for the first time, so that was really cool. And my son follows his son, so it's like my son doesn't even know who Andrew Jones is. He knows who
Drew Jones.
That's right.
He knows Drew.
That's right. So it's a generation gap there, but it's really cool.
That's awesome.
Kirby Smart playing full dad mode this weekend, taking on the Braves. Head coach Kirby Smart, thank you for joining us. We have a lot more coming up live from the Chop. Stick with us.